Hey, looks like everything's working the way it should be, finally. Uh, Welcome back. Do you remember last week I sent a video to you guys? Yeah, who was that guy? That wasn't me, was it? I mean, it was me, but I had to send a video. Because early in the semester I said attendance is important and it was important that you be here on time, professional wise, all that good stuff. And some students weren't doing it. So I had to do something I didn't want to do. And it's not fair to send that to students who it didn't involve, right? I mean, this is life in general. When we chastise somebody, it's because they did something wrong, but often we have to let them know, and that's like the majority of the people doing things fine, right? And that's you, right? But I'm going to say we're all responsible here. Yeah, I could have done better with that too. That video was not necessary if I had acted accordingly, right? That's on me. I'm the teacher. Really, in the end, it's on me 100%. But I want to point out it is on you too, because a lot of you have had, a little more college experience than others, and some of you are new to college, right? They're fairly new. So yeah, that's why we lean on the people with more experience to guide us. All right. So no more of that guy with the videos. Yeah, we got an activity at the front waiting for you. We're about to start. I'm seeing all this funny stuff. There's two Whitakers here. Oh, there's Whitaker within Whitaker within Whitaker on the screen. It's kind of meta. All right. So we're going to start our nice activity right now. And here it comes. And no more nasty videos, right? And that was me being nasty. So was it that nasty? You never saw that video about attendance? But you're always on time, so I'm not worried about you. I sent it to everybody. And then the people like, maybe if you don't have Google access, like a Google account, who did watch the video? I just want a hand check. Enough people to share the word, what was said in it, right? Because you don't want your fellow students losing points if they don't have to. Okay? So just be on time for lab, because at 5 minutes, we're going to shut the door. Yeah, we don't want that happening. So now we're on symbols for atoms. And what's the only atom that exists that we know of? And I am looking for my pen and I don't see it. Let me pause here for a second. We're going to do stop share and we're back. Now, what is the only element that has 6 protons in its nucleus? Because I'm going to put its symbol right here. We're going to put it in blue. Carbon. So you put a big C there. Now, what goes on the bottom left here? Protons. We have to learn the system, everybody. So 6 protons, that's what makes you carbon. It's kind of redundant to say 6 down there and C. It is. They both say the same thing, don't they? But that's the system. And when you have 7 neutrons and 6 protons, which is what it says, right? What's your mass? 13, because those are the 2 particles that have mass, neutrons and protons. Electrons are too light, right? They don't have mass. It's like when you weigh yourself and then you comb your hair, you get some dandruff off. Are you going to weigh yourself again because you're not sure the first weight was it correct? Because you lost all that weight with the dandruff? No. See what I'm saying? That's electrons, the dandruff. Okay. Now, what you said? Put a 13 on the top. Okay. And how are we showing that there are 8 electrons? Wow, I think that's actually left over from a previous question. I didn't want 8, but I'm going with it. I mean, it's still a legit question. I know this is not an atom, really. It's what do you call it when the charges don't balance? The pluses and minuses don't balance. It's an ion, and this one's going to have more negative electrons than it has positive protons, right? And it's got 2 more. So what's your charge that you're going to put on the top right? -2 or 2 negative. They're both acceptable. So you can put a -2 up there, or you can go 13C 6, 2 negative for full credit as well. And if you want to get real picky, you can reverse the negative and the 2. You can put 2 negative. Like I think some people said 2 negative. Okay. So, oh, I did that. Sorry, I'm talking about what I just did. Okay, make sure you have that activity and get that A box copied right now. It won't take but a second. And then we're in the next one. You always zoom to protons first because that tells you the where you go up here, right? 107 up there. What's your symbol? BH. Anybody happen to know what that stands for? Borium. Niels Bohr, famous atomic scientist, chemist, physical chemist. And where do you put the 107? Bottom left. What goes on the top left? The mass, which is the neutrons and the protons. It looks like 163 if you add protons and neutrons. Is that correct? 260. See, I'm glad I asked. Yeah, thank you. Forgot to carry the old one. Does this thing have a balanced charge? No, none of them have balanced charge here. I got more protons this time, more pluses than minuses. So how many more pluses? 2. So you can go +2 or 2 plus. They're both okay. So ions, charge goes superscript top right. Got it? Superscript just means uppercase or above the line and top right. 35 protons. Are you chlorine? No, you're not chlorine. You're bromine. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about the mass, wasn't I? Br. And your 35 goes bottom left. And where's the 44 go? Trick question, right? It goes into the red number when you add it to the green number. So 44, 35, 79. Is that good? And this thing has one more electron than protons. So what kind of charge? Make sure you get that activity. This is an easy one to copy real fast. So that's good. Just the boxes here. -1, and we're done. Look at that. I'm going to stop the video and collect the activities. Stop. And it'll be on the screen in a second. I'm sorry. I got to end the video.